Good morning everyone, hope you're good. Back on the YouTube shit. Apologies for my absence. Been on a few holidays. I don't know if I've done one since, I've done one since Maga. But I then went away to Tenerife right there, which was very good, very good. One of my mates that's looking to win 50 grand if he wins it, which would be really good. That's tomorrow night. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, and then on Sunday we have Mr. Bladuncan competing, which would be great. Today Cyrus is coming up from London because he's coming to watch Duncan. He's going to be staying at mine for a few nights, one of my clients. So yeah, if you don't have your clients staying at your house for 3 nights, then you're not a good coach. That's it. But no, we've got Cyrus coming up. I'm going to do lower at Future Fitness. We're going to take you through a day of eating in mini cut. Hopefully this is recording, that'd be great. But like, subscribe, apologies for the haters again, and yeah, let's get into it. Right, meal 1, I'm also going to explain mini cut, everything behind it, goals, so on and so forth, because I realised I forgot to do so. So yeah, with the mini cut, we're looking at 6 weeks. We started the week before I went away on holiday, then I went away for holiday for a week, on holiday for a week, sorry. So it's been about 2.5 weeks. It's been a couple of days since I've been back, and I'm down around 5 kg or so, 4 to 5 kg, started at 82, and I'm now at 77.5. So yeah, already down a good bit, but it's not body weight that we're looking for. We're not looking to tidy up. I didn't really need to tidy up. I still had like detailed midsection, detailed kind of like hamstrings from the sides, a little bit through the back, so on and so forth. Like, there's no reason why we should have stopped kind of gaining, but the main reason that we did stop, because this is the reason, there was no reason visually, I mean, but I was getting injured constantly, ill constantly, couldn't like even look at food. It was taking me like an hour plus to eat my pre and post workout meal. Even same goes with like my first and last meal. Even with like, say again, only like 125 grams of carbs, I was sat there for like 45 minutes plus trying to eat them. So more so just an appetite reset. We've not got like a exact weight we need to be at for the mini cut. I've got like another 3 and a bit weeks left, and hopefully my appetite comes back. It's back a little bit, but I'm still like sat here looking at this just thinking, I don't really want to eat it, to be honest. So yeah, more to come from that side. I'm going to get a little bit leaner, again about 3.5 weeks left, and just looking to kind of resensitize myself, get into a position where my body's not like, oh, I don't like being this heavy, there you go, there's another injury, feel sluggish, can barely recover, so on and so forth. My body just clearly wasn't happy. So yeah, we are now in this mini cut. The first meal that we've got here, I'm going to turn this around so we can see, we've got a bagel with 2 bacon medallions on each one of them, and an egg on one of them, some brown sauce as well. Brown sauce is significantly better than tomato sauce for anyone that's trying to say that it's not. But I know I've got some strawberries which I cut, and then I threw one of like the wee ends in the bin, and the strawberry was actually still attached to it, so it should be 100 grams of strawberries, and it's only like 80. I might as well off myself now, life's not worth living. But yeah, that is all meal 1. I'm going to scran this. I've already prepared most of my check-ins. Went out for like a 50-minute walk. I've racked up about 6,000 steps. And yeah, that's all. Speak to you soon. Happening everyone. I am back now. Just going through my supplementation for the morning. You've seen the supplements that I used pretty much to put in my water. So that was HR Labs Basic, and then Rise and Shine plus Glutathione Max. So I talk about that in like all the YouTube videos that I do. So if you want to go hear an explanation for them, then just look at like my previous full day of eating. But supplementations wise, just to go through these quickly. So all of them from the Pit Stop Plus range, apart from vitamin E. Got my bloods taken and my prolactin was low, and pretty much Finn just told me that this can help bring that up a little bit, along with P5P being the main one, which is up here somewhere. Boom. But when I have this, it makes me like violently sick, like really nauseous. It's pretty horrible. But yeah, these supplements, I've got omega-3s, so this is going to help with joint health and brain function in general. So these are a big one, especially if you're getting stronger, to make sure that your joints can deal with that. Then got your vitamin C tablets, so that's going to boost the immune system, stop you from getting ill quite as often. Vitamin E, again, that's bringing my prolactin back down a little. Multivitamins, I get one in here, so this is just to get in vitamins and minerals that I won't be getting from my diet. As much as you may have a balanced diet and get your fruit and veg and your macronutrients, red meat, so on and so forth, I would still recommend getting a multivitamin in. And then vitamin D3 plus K2. Living in Scotland, I can't be bothered picking the phone up to show you outside, but it's pretty miserable. Getting vitamin D3 and K2 in. More so just the vitamin D side of it, it's just going to make you feel a lot better, function better, mood and energy improved as well. So yeah, that's that. I seen a TikTok the other day and it was like the secret vitamin D3 plus K2, the viral tablets, they make you perform better and so much better. It's all just a load of shite. If anyone sees anything like that, or ashwagandha, tonka ali or something shit like that, and they're saying that it's going to make you build 10 times more muscle, even creatine's great, but it's not going to make the world of a difference. Like, it's just these things help you in the slightest. I would say with these ones, these are important for longevity, to make sure that you look after yourself and look after your health. So that's the reason that I've got these. I'm going to gub these down, so I put them in one little cap and then I just slam it down. So there they all are there. Sound 2 swallows it took that time, which is not bad. Sometimes it'll take me 1, sometimes it'll take me 2, and sometimes it'll take me like 7. I'm sat like that. I'm trying to get it down, but I'm going to crack on with my check-ins now. I've got my wee setup, all my lights are turned on. So we're going to get all them bashed out, and then it'll be a case of going to get my pre-workout meal ready, getting ready to go to the gym. And yeah, that's about all. So, do you eat the pre-workout meal, I guess?
Alright, hope we're good. Thank you for getting the chicken set up. As always, we appreciate it.
What's happening, people? So, we have got, we don't have my pre-workout meal, I'm making my pre-workout meal. Work is finished up for the morning. In terms of what I do on my laptop, I've still got a lot of form clips on my phone, so I'm doing this pretty quickly just now, just recording this, back to it, do some work on there. But getting my pre-workout meal made and post-workout meal I'll prep as well. Post-workout meal was just cereal and protein powder in the form of a shake. No whey paste anymore. I'm gone are the days when I don't like it anymore because I ate it too much and I need to be really, really hungry to be able to eat it. It just doesn't, the taste of it and the texture of it, I can't do it anymore because I'm always quite full. I've not really got an appetite, but there we go. There's my chicken prep for this meal. I'm going to show you the seasonings as well. This seasoning is incredible, really, really good. So also, like, as the basic ones, 5 grains of salt, pink Himalayan salt. If you're not salting your meals, start doing so, to make sure that you're getting your sodium, potassium, everything in, electrolytes, and making sure that you actually can soak up the water that you drink if you're not getting enough of all this stuff in. Pepper, simple as well. Some garlic granules. Who doesn't like garlic granules? Weird if you're not. But finally, the secret one, the secret potion, is it this one here? Yeah, it's by Schwartz. It's the spicy chips seasoning. This shit is incredible, really nice. I put this on my chips, funnily enough. You know, why can't it be spicy chicken? Why doesn't it be spicy chips? But I put this on my chips when I have my burgers. Again, gone are the days of the wrapping chips as well. I'm doing burgers nowadays as my final meal. Pre-workout meal is just chicken and rice, so we'll get onto this and I'll show you it when it's fully kind of prepared. But I'm going to do, I think it's 150 grams of chicken, get a full pack of sticky rice, Tilda sticky rice. Then we've also got 75 grams of tender stem broccoli, a banana, an apple, there we go. And then on the chicken and rice, 15 grams of honey and 15 grams of sweet chili sauce. So it helps me get it down a little bit easier. Again, appetite is still pretty low. I don't enjoy eating foods. And if the chicken and rice is really dry, it makes it even harder to eat and I feel quite sick by the end of it. So to make it just go down easier, make it a little bit more moist, then the honey and sweet chili sauce goes on it. So that'll be pre-workout meal. Boom, this is going in the air fryer. I'm going to prep my post-workout meal and I'll show you the pre-workout meal. And that's what it is. Right, this is my 3rd time trying to record this. First 2 times, it's like 5-minute long videos and they didn't have any audio on them at all. Thought I'd fixed it for the second one, but apparently not. So I'm going to blast through this. But in for the session now, Future Fitness, south side of Glasgow, Shawlands. If anyone's ever in the Glasgow area, definitely try it out. It's a really good gym, really good kind of environment as well. They've got Nautilus, Prime being the big one. You don't really see that many places. And you've got your Cybex, Hammer Strength, so on and so forth. So session wise, this Friday on the lower session, the way that it always runs, the order is calf raise, restart, ab crunch, calf raise, adductors, seated hamstring curl, hip thrust, single leg press with integrated partials, leg extensions, and then single leg line hamstring curl. So I think that's 8 exercises. I forgot to record the ab crunches. Freaking sue me, terrible of me, ruined the video already. But yeah, I'm going to obviously record all the clips of this session, then I'm going to voice over them and let you in on some thoughts and some cues, this and that, and hopefully you can pick up a lot from it. I had a lot of people say in the previous voice note that they got a lot from it and they'd like to see more of that, so hopefully you enjoy that side of things. Something I wanted to touch on as well that I spoke about for like 5 minutes in the last one, but again it didn't go anywhere, is mental arousal and that nice level where you actually want it to be. I'll pop up a picture of the inverted U graph of mental arousal. I used to be sick all the time when I was doing my leg sessions, feel terrible, could barely get anything out of them. I'd watch back my training clips and think there's so much more there, but I don't feel like I've actually got that. I was overly aroused and my breathing was shit. Breathing, composure, everything was all over the place. Very panicky, very frantic. Make sure when you're doing your exercises that you've got a consistent rhythm, you control your eccentrics so that you can breathe. A lot of people will say, oh, slow eccentrics, that's just, oh, you're just being too octo and science based on this and I don't need to control it. You do, not because you're going to get way more stimulus from it. You are going to get more stimulus in general, but it's more so you can breathe correctly. As you'll see on all these exercises, on the way down through the eccentric, on the way to stretch the muscle out, big deep breath in, slow control to make sure that I can get that brace in, I can get the air and secure that. Then let's say for the leg press it's and once I've extended, once I've got past the sticking point, that's when I'm exhaling. When you push out that bottom position, make sure that you don't exhale straight away, you're losing all your power. So breathing and bracing a little bit on that, but again that plays into kind of mental arousal and composure, making sure that you're not under aroused and that you're not over aroused. So again, this inverted U graph, if you have a look at it here, you see that mental arousal is along the bottom and then performance is along the side, low to high, low to high. If you're under aroused, so that's mental arousal, not to be confused with physical arousal, you don't want that in the gym, but mental arousal is going to dictate how much you can get out of a set. If it's too low and you're chatting to your mate about what you're doing later and you've started the set already and you've not even focused going into it, you're going to get nothing out of it, absolutely nothing. But if you're over aroused and you're again breathing all over the place, you're sitting listening to this like angry music or this edit that's getting you overly, I'm gonna fucking drag some weight, you've got no control, you can't breathe correctly, you start going all over the place, you don't even get anywhere near failure, but you feel like you're dying, you're sick because you can't breathe, because your head's went dead dizzy, because you're between reps. You want to have that middle ground where it's in between, get up for your set, but make sure you control your breathing, you control your composure. As you go through the set, you should just be thinking, breathe, brace, breath in, drive from there, and that's all you should be thinking about. Control it, apply effort, be assertive, don't like try and like overly make it perfect, find the middle ground, and that's what I'm kind of trying to show you with all these training clips, and it's something so many people don't understand, and before they start coaching with myself, they don't realise that their training's fucking shit. So many people, like 90% of people's training is pretty rubbish because they can't actually compose themselves, because they breathe wrong, they're getting exertion headaches, and then they can't actually take it all the way in their other movements because they're trying too hard to this and that. I've been there before, it's not a bad thing, I'm not blaming you. It's just experience within training and having someone to help you there, which is again why with my coaching I try to put a lot of emphasis on training, because it can propel your physique so far above what it is right now. So I'm going to try to show you a little bit of that in this video, kind of break into like the baseline of it, just the tip of the iceberg, and then again if anyone wants to go deeper, apply for coaching. Let's do it! So first exercise of the voiceover, starting with the calf raise. As mentioned, I did do the ab crunch before this but forgot to record it, silly me. With the calf raise I can't fully contract and come all the way up simply because I have like a little bit of tibialis issues. So like the front kind of outside of my shins, if I come too far up or if I take it all the way there to failure, I get shooting pains up them and it isn't ideal. However, I can still take it to 1 to 2 reps in reserve and still get a decent set out of it. With calves, again, it comes down to pain tolerance. A lot of it, if you're just losing your composure, losing your head, and you can't deal with that burning sensation, then you're not going to get a great deal out of it. Pause at the bottom, pause at the top, and make sure you do that all the way towards the end of the set, not just before it starts to hurt. Now, we've got a recurring theme of injuries here, just because peak body weight, I did pick up a lot of injuries when I was at my strongest. That's another reason why we've, again, kind of pulled back, as I mentioned at the start of the video. But with adductors, I also can't do what I used to do, not as much weight as I used to be able to do. I used to be able to stack this really, really easily, whereas now it's a little bit more difficult. With this, I'm just focusing on keeping my tempo controlled, making sure that range of motion stays standardised as well, and keeping my head screwed on, because it's another very painful movement. But if you're not doing adductors, make sure you start doing it. It's a very overlooked exercise. I feel like not so much nowadays, it's quite common to do them, but there's still some people in the dark age of not training them. So make sure you get your adductors trained, get very, very strong at it, and control the end range of each part, and then go from there. Big adductors, nice. You will notice that I've got a little mat sat there. I've also got a seat belt on. Mat is to stop my knees from being able to slide along that kind of pad that's above the quads. The mat provides a bit more kind of stickiness, more friction there. so nothing can move. I've got the seatbelt on to keep my hips set in place. I'm pushing myself against the kind of little like quad pads up on top with my hands to keep myself in place, but that seatbelt makes a world of a difference. If you want to grab yourself one, jump in, code Josh CFIT, and you can get I think 10% off from there, but they are really good, phenomenal for your leg extensions and your seated hamstring curls. With these being a little bit more aggressive, as you can see, but I get a little bit more out of it from that. Still controlling the eccentrics, but it's being powerful with those concentrics. Stack plus £15 here. So most weight you can get on it, and I think that was for 9+1. So get strong at this shit and it pays off, it really does. So controlled aggression is what I like to call it. Be assertive, be aggressive out that bottom position. Don't be daft with it, but have that nice middle ground. First sort of big hitter movement of the session is the hip thrust. So with this, really focusing on kind of like tucking the glutes inwards instead of simply just extending. So as you can see there, I'm sort of, you know how like a bodybuilder, if you go watch open bodybuilding, they hit rear shot, they kind of tuck their glutes in to contract, and you can see them physically tilt the hips a little bit. Thinking to start each rep by doing that, to really like tuck the hips in the way, instead of simply just like extending by using a little bit of quad and just like thrusting the hip up without any real contraction of the glutes. I used to be able to do this machine for like 15 to 20 reps. Now I'm only getting 7 to 8, but I'm getting much better internal feel through the glutes. Don't come all the way down, focus more on actually getting into that contracted position and holding it there. As you can see, I'm not coming all the way down there. Also, I'm rolling up my sleeves, by the way, not to show off my guns, that too, but it's actually to allow me to kind of stick to the pad a little bit better and not be moving about. Next movement, the 1.5 reps or integrated partial leg press. So you can see here, I'll come down, then I'll do half a rep back up, all the way back down again, and then back up. I usually do this in the hammer strength hip press, so the horizontal leg press and hammer strength, which is really light in the lengthened position, so making that more difficult and really frying the shit out of my quads and getting the most out of that lengthened position where you get a good chunk of stimulus by doing little half reps between each rep. Because when you do just a normal full rep on that hammer strength leg press, it just feels way too easy at the bottom. It wasn't available this time, so I done it in the hammer strength leg press, but if you've never tried these 1.5 rep sets, try them. It's absolutely disgusting. Never really felt anything like it in your quads. So I'm all seat belted up and strapped in once again, but it does genuinely make you get so much more of the movements. If you've never tried this before with the seat belt, if there's one in the gym or if someone owns one, try one, then get yourself one. If no one has got one, get one, because they are brilliant. But with this, I want to kind of talk about just actually fighting through your reps. You don't need to get it in the one fluid motion. It doesn't need to be like that rep there. Even there was a little kind of break in that one there where I had to re-brace and go again. But don't be afraid to re-brace and go again throughout reps, like this one here. Need to take another breath, need to go on, need to take another breath, go again. Even if it sticks, you don't need to just hold your breath and launch it up. Be patient, work through it, keep your composure, tell yourself that it's not sore. Even though it is disgustingly sore, you need to keep your head screwed on for movements like this, where there's a really high pain threshold for it. Right, hello, we are back again, not as if it's not the same day or anything like that. In all honesty, I forgot to record my post-workout meal yesterday and the meal after that because Cyrus, say hello.
Hi guys.
Hello. So a wee appearance from Cyrus there, phenomenal. But we picked up Cyrus, technically he got the train here. It's Duncan's show weekend, as you all know. He's come along and had a lot of work to do, got everything sorted. I went and seen Duncan this morning, actually, a little check-in from him, so I'll put up some photos of that too. But we are back the next day, finished the session, the upper session at Future, and I'm going to show you the post-workout meal. So, got 140 grams of Special K red berry flakes, the low sugar one, high in fibre, something like that. Very nice, with 250 ml of milk in this flask that keeps it nice and cold. Then have a banana, and then 40 grams of whey protein here as well. So that's a post-workout meal. As always, we'll get the macros up on the screen, but post-workout meal is going to go down. Obviously pour the milk and said cereal, and then put water in the protein shake. If you're scared to put water in a protein shake, grow up. That's that. I'll show you the post-workout meal, as some people would call it. I would just call it my final meal. Meal 4, I'll show you that later on. Some burgers and chips, and it's phenomenal. And if you want to know how to make these burgers and chips, or at least the chip side of it, which is the most important part, there's a reel on my Instagram. If you scroll down, go across the reel section, then scroll down, you'll see how to make the chips, but I'll tell you how I roughly make the burgers as well. So yeah, that's all. We're going to crack on. I'm going to Cage Warriors tonight, so that's Sean that's fighting. Hopefully he wins, we'll see how it goes, but that's all. Have a good night. I'm saying that the video's not even ended, so I'll just fucking see you in a bit, eh? Now, if you followed me for a long time on Instagram, you will have seen parts 1, 2 and 3 of Josh C. Cooks. This is a YouTube exclusive, Josh C. Cooks part 4. We're making burgers and chips today. So to start us off, we are cleaning the potato, and it's thrilling, very exciting. I put this little edit together myself right after I recorded all of it. So hopefully you all enjoy my satisfying, brilliant editing. Here's the potato flying over from the sink over to the chopping board. Chopping up the potatoes now, so I've got a certain method for this for every potato. Put it on its side, chop it downwards like so, and get as many as you can without them being stupidly thin. Put it onto its face, kind of facing upwards, boom, into your wedges and your chips. Look at that, amazing. That's a crazy invention from me there. But yeah, now get your chips into, pat them down first, get them into the bowl. You can see one of them flew off the desk there. You best believe I picked that shit up and ate it. I'm not missing my carbohydrates special. I've only got 100 grams of chips right now. But yeah, I'm doing a kind of voiceover that's just winging it because I've not watched this video since I made it a few days ago. But these are all the seasonings that I use. I use this for pretty much my chicken, my chips, and the mince that I season for the actual burgers themselves. You've got the spicy chip seasoning, pepper, pink Himalayan salt, some peri peri salt, and then some garlic granules as well. Wax some fry light on it so the seasoning actually sticks a little bit better. I'd usually use extra virgin olive oil, but I don't have the fats just now. Mix that shit up and get it ready to go in the air fryer. Settings wise, it depends on how many chips you've got. I'm only doing these ones for 10 minutes, but if you've got like 400 grams, I'd do it for a good chunk longer. Whack it on max crisp for a few minutes at the end as well to get them nice and crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. If you've got like 600 grams of chips, put it into the 2 separate air fryers, like split them apart so it doesn't take like half an hour to cook. Mince in the mixing bowl. Getting 200 grams here, making sure that is to perfection. Now to bind your burgers, I just simply use like 50% reduced tomato ketchup. A lot of people use egg, this and that, but this works fine for me. Again, same seasonings, get the tomato ketchup in there and get that shit together with your hands, get all up in that bitch. So yeah, mixing it all together, splitting it up into 2 patties is what I do. So I do 200 grams of mince for just now, 1 burger bun. You can do 2 burger buns, but for just now I don't have the carbs for that again. So 1 burger bun and you've got 2 little burger patties. This is a life hack here. Get some tin foil over the burger, get the plate that you're eating it with, smash it down and it puts it into a perfect circle because that's the size of the plate. Look at that shit. Tremendous. It means you don't get a plate dirty, you don't need to use any extra dishes. Simple as that. Some fry light on the grill, get that grill turned on, get the patties in there and you're good to go. At the same time, put your chips on as well. You can see them in the background just up the top left there. Tin foil, so you're making this like a Five Guys burger. That's the goal. I'm not having any cheese on it just now, as you can tell by the 7 times I've said it already. I am dieting. Did you know? Did you know I'm dieting? Did you know I'm in a cunt? But no, getting some sauces on here, a little bit of Pyrenees, a little bit of ketchup. Pyrenees was not coming out. I fucking hate why they need to do this. Obviously, it's for actual sanitary reasons, but you know, see when you go to put that on, it just doesn't come out. It infuriates me. But yeah, get your burger together. Again, I'd usually put a bit of cheese like on the burger buns while they're in the grill, let that melt a little bit. But for just now, we're not getting any of that. Also ran out of shredded lettuce when the timer was recording this, so this burger looks so depressing towards the end. Trust me, it does look better if you have a little bit of cheese and some shredded lettuce. But yeah, get your burger in a tin foil, and there's me showing you what cheese you would usually use. This dairy shit, it's like crack, and there's me not actually being able to get it back in and fumbling the video. Decided to let you see it, because you know, we all make mistakes and we all mess up. But yeah, the burger, see here, it usually looks a lot more thrilling than this, looks a lot better. But then you get your chips on, you get your barbecue sauce next to it, you get your tomato sauce next to it, and boom, there's your 4-minute quick guide to making the best macro-friendly burgers, as you can see there. Really good macros. Quick one, as I know it's been a long video, and I massively apologise for it now, going over multiple days. Day 1 had the first 2 meals, day 2 had the 3rd meal, then there was a day between that, and now we've got today, so it's over 4 days this video. But Duncan has competed, done very well. You'll see that in the show day video. Sean Clancy won his fight, done it within 1 minute. Absolutely mental. So yeah, a long video, again apologies. Hopefully you enjoyed the burger tutorial and to maybe make up for the fact that it's all scattered over everywhere. But yeah, that is all. Have a good night everyone, or good morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you enjoy this type of content, and yeah, goodbye.